Yo, we here, we live, we live. Hey, listen, what's good, y'all? It's your boy, Double B, and you gonna know, check me out. Something like. Yo, this is the podcast, chilling with Double B. This is one of the spiritual notes. Hey, this is just one of the spiritual notes I'm gonna be talking about. I have another spiritual notes in a different document, which I'm gonna make a different podcast for. But this specific one is for the New World Order. Wait, the New Earth versus the New World Order by Brainland Barbas, a multi-dimensional spiritual saga that we definitely need to check out. That's why I have the oath in the background because we are going to the new oath. I don't know. I can't say it for everybody. Listen, I'm just speaking for myself, but I can't speak for everybody. So, you know what I'm saying? Take it what resonates. You know what I'm saying? This is just one of the spiritual notes that I'm going to talk about. But this specific one is going to be focused on yes, my hair is long go. If I take it out, it'll go all the way. Anyways, so yeah, this is just one of them. So I'm gonna talk about the book a little bit, and then I'm gonna go into one of the other spiritual notes, and then the other one. Make sure you check out my other podcast episode that is gonna be going crazy because I have something other special coming out for that. But the new world order versus the new. Oh my, I've been making a lot of videos today. Don't mind me. But listen, the new Earth versus the New World Order, a multi-dimensional spiritual saga, apocalyptic events series, books 2 to 5. It's 4 books in one. You already know what's going on. Let me just speak a little bit about it, and then I'm going right into the spiritual notes. But listen, this is the message from source, which is within the book. Make sure you check it out. I could share my screen, but nah, let me not. All right, message from source. Everyone has a unique journey and path to follow. One person's path will always be different from the rest. That is why not everyone is the same. While we all come from the same source, we are not identical. Some aspects are more significant than others. For instance, someone who came from Source's heart will have a much greater impact compared to someone who came from Source's toe. We are all we all possess different gifts, skills, and talents that we can tap into. It is up to you to be brave and creative enough to fully embrace your talents. Do not let anyone tell you that you cannot try different things. Those who want to limit you will encourage you to focus on or just one or two things. This can even come from those closest to you. You must say no to limitations and allow yourself to embrace all parts of yourself. How can you love someone else if you do not love yourself? How can you pour into others' cups when yours is empty? Fully love yourself for who you are and what you are. Only you can decide who you are when you tap into your Akashic records. Remember your past lives and understand your soul contracts. If you know you are meant to do something but have not seen the results yet, keep going. Your time will come. Just like what they say, if you expect something, like say you expect some success or you'll reach your goal in certain times, double or triple that time. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, this journey is about fulfillment. This journey is about fulfilling your soul's mission and purpose for choosing to be here. There was a reason you came to Earth at this moment for this unique experience. You know what I'm saying? You see the shift going on, you see the shift taking place, even though it's going slower than a turtle and a snail combined, but it's still taking shape, taking force. And you know what I'm saying? These people, the first shall come last, and the last shall come first. It's high time just to let us receive our flowers for everything that we've done, especially if you put in the work on yourself and also put out messages for the collective as well. Keep your emotions in check and do not let jealousy cloud your energy. Emotions, listen, human thoughts, emotions, this is all just physical stuff. Just move beyond it, because at the end of the day, this is just a temporary human experience. It's a pit stop. So don't let all that emotions and all that other stuff cloud your judgment, because last time I checked, we moving beyond this place. I don't know about y'all, I can only speak for myself, but I'm trying to move beyond this place. Maybe you love it here, maybe you like it here, maybe you enjoy this joint, but listen, that's just me. I'm not, for me though, I'm getting up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because those far better, far greater than this physical place. But I'm just speaking from general experience, general as you continue move on and continue ascend and everything like that, you realize the truth behind this physical place, and you'll realize everything that goes into this place. But anyways, embrace your journey, reconnect with your true self, be authentic, and appreciate every moment past the finish line and rise above the process of death. Remember, go past the death process, past that joint, because I'm telling you, you do not want to be stuck in that middle ground. You do not want to reincarnate. You do not want to do this joint all over again. I'm telling you, you'll be at ground zero. You know what I'm saying? Do not. Hey, you can do whatever you want to do. You have free will, but I'm just speaking for myself. Simple. Remember, do or do not, there is no try. Follow your soul's call and your intuition. Do not look back and ask, what if I had done this or that? That will only cause you to repeat this human experience. Be proud of what you have accomplished with the results available to you. Know that you have done your best. You know what I'm saying? Try with the resources and stuff that's available for you right now. Just try your best, even if it's on a small scale. I don't care if you want to make a movie. If you do it on like a small scale, hey, at least you tried your best with the resources that you had available. All these other people got connections, networks, and all this other stuff, while you over here gotta make ends meet and do different things and whatnot. So like, you know what I'm saying, be proud of yourself, and don't be too hard on yourself, because at least you're trying. You get what I'm saying? Even if you're doing YouTube, like, you know what I'm saying? Even if you recording it off a laptop, who cares if you have the best quality camera, best quality, whatever? At least you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? At least you're putting the messages out. At least you're doing what you want to do, because at the end of the day, you don't want to look back and be like, oh, I want to do this. I wanted to do that. Oh, I should have followed my dreams and whatnot, because that would just bring you right back to this joint, and you're gonna repeat this joint all over again, and that's just bonkers at that point. But anyways, people often say life is too short, so why not align your actions with your words? Speak, source. You are always protected, guided, and exactly where you need to be. Do not doubt me, but most importantly, never doubt yourself. When I say me, that's Source speaking. That's the quote from Source. I'm gonna just go right through the introduction of the book, so y'all kind of feel like the vibes to it, and then I'm gonna go to the end. Um, and then I'm gonna do the spiritual notes. But let's go. Introduction. So this is the introduction to the book, The New Earth versus the New World Order, a multi-dimensional spiritual saga. You get what I'm saying? 4 books. So let's go. The battle for the soul of humanity is waging across dimensions, timelines, and unseen realms. As the old world collapses under the weight of illusion, control, and corruption, a powerful new consciousness rises to challenge the shadows. In the sweeping volume, book 2 through 5 of the Apocalyptic Events series, Brandon Lamar Bass weaves Yeah, waves weaves a multi-dimensional saga of spiritual awakening, inner alchemy. I've been talking so much, I don't even know I'm talking about right now. But I'm just gonna keep pushing. Who gives a you know what I'm saying? But a multi-dimensional saga of spiritual awakening, inner alchemy, and cosmic resistance through a tapestry of interconnected storylines and diverse characters. This work explores the soul's journey through the death of old paradigms and the birth of the new earth. From ancient prophecies, and yes, I have an accent, okay? I have it. And so contracts to futuristic utopians and cybergrids, warriors, mystics, rebels, and chosen ones face reality bending trials that mirror our collective awakening. These stories move between virtual mind map. Oh my god. Oh wait, hold on. I don't even give. Hey, no one will be listening to this show anyway. So I'm just listen. I'm just making this video just to make this video at this point. Who really gives a if anyone listens to this joint or not? But anyways, these stories move between virtual mind traps, divine downloads, galactic soul missions, and sacred unions, revealing the hidden war for humanity's future and the internal transformation required to survive it. With each chapter, the veil thins through escape rooms of consciousness, battles with dark entities, and revelations of esoteric knowledge. The reader is pulled deeper into a living parable about ascension, severity, and the frequency of truth. This isn't just a book, it's a coded transmission for the awakened and the awakening, a survival manual for the soul, a call to rise above fear, transmute darkness, and step fully into your purpose, where you cling to the fading illusions of the old world, or will you choose to awaken, align, and become a builder of the new earth. The choice is yours, but the time is now. That joint is crazy. For the table of contents, it has literally 20 chapters. Like, this is by far the largest book that I ever made. That's why this is by far the best thing. So far, the best thing I ever put out in this illusionary world. You know what I'm saying? I'm super proud of this joint. Even the designs, the book cover, the everything about this joint is crazy. But yeah, it's like literally 20 chapters with all this other stuff. But I'm not going into the concept of the book. Y'all just gonna have to read it on your own because it's too powerful just to put it out as like a podcast episode or whatever. I'm just talking like no one's listening to this joint right now. Honestly, like anyone listening to this joint, hey, shout out to you, but I'm just gonna act like no one's listening. I'm just doing this joint just to do this joint. Um, but anyways, that's the epilogue. Can't talk about that. Ooh, I can't talk about that. Alright, boom. For this novel, The New Earth was the New World Order, I highly recommend reading or re-listening more than once. There, there are Easter eggs hidden throughout the book, carefully placed, strategically embedded. Some may answer questions like why did certain characters act the way they did? What drove their choices? What was hidden in the background of certain scenes? There's so much more beneath the surface. We will laser focus on weaving together weaving together complex characters, layered storylines, and emotional turning points across this entire journey. And being our longest book yet, there are bound to be things you missed the first time. To fully understand everything in this story, you'll want to go back to where it all began. How to overcome apocalyptic events. That's the key, that's the foundation. Without it, some twists and motivations might seem like a mystery, but with it, everything clicks into place. What is this series? The series isn't just about surviving fiction, it's about preparing your mind and spirit for what's possible, what's coming, and what's already here. So, I'm gonna talk about the three copies of the book. You already know two, but I'm gonna briefly talk about the third one, which is coming out in January. Yeah, so the first copy, how book one, how to overcome apocalyptic events is your foundation. It will help you push through any apocalyptic scenario, pandemics, alien invasion, zombies, and natural disasters. It teaches you how to stay grounded, alert, and alive. Then this copy, which is the New World Order was the New Earth was the New World Order, a spiritual saga. Uh, books 2 to 5, 4 books in one is your bridge. It's about ascension, leaving behind the collapsing systems of the old world and choosing evolution. It helps you cross over without getting pulled back. And then the third copy, which is going to be the new book, which is going to be book 6, which is, I should really talk about it's a specific, the format is going to be crazy though. I can't really speak on it yet because it's not out yet, but listen, it's going to be, if you reading this, here's a spoiler. It's gonna be called "How to Survive the End of the Old World." Is your survival kit. Not everyone escapes. Um, some remain trapped in the old paradigm. This story is for them to endure, outlast, and maybe find a new way forward. These are not just stories; they're guides, they're keys. Use them well. Uh, but yeah, I don't really need to say that. 3 copies, 6 books, one ascension. This isn't just a series, not a trilogy. It's a system, a journey, a transformation, a portal that you can step through. Do I want to talk about the Apex endnotes? Endnotes. Let me look at it. Let me just talk about a little bit of it. Ooh, yeah. You see, I was gonna talk about the end notes and the apex, but that joint is gonna talk about like the story a little bit. So I'm like, eh. I'm just gonna go right into the spiritual notes, but let's get right into it. Let's go. All right, so I got some spiritual notes on my phone that I'm gonna talk about that I was gonna do on another podcast, but I'm gonna find in this one. So, um, South Korea, a robot committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? So the robot committed suicide. Since it's a podcast, I can say whatever I want, but you know what I'm saying? You know how people be censoring different stuff and whatnot. So, yeah, so a robot committed the capital S. So it just really shows like this world ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I even said it hold on, let me find. Oh yeah, okay, wait. No, that's not it. Um, all right, here it is. Celebrities have it all, but they still commit S. Robots who have all knowledge still take themselves out. Babies who have the most potential still end it all. This world really ain't all that to begin with. Like, people be thinking it's all that in a bag of chips, but it's like really not. But it just proves like this world isn't all that. Um, all right, next. They could lie about what they think, but they can't lie about how they feel. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can say a big game, but act this on different way. So you just gotta disown the energies and see people for who they are. If I can't do great things, I can do small things in a great way. Always remember that. Some people were never meant to stay. Some people were meant to prepare you for the ones that will. Uh, Expediting the physical means to experience pure, utter BS ever so often. Enhance your own spiritual power so you can leave this be with no attachments. You already know what I mean. On God. I already said that. No level of harmony or the amount of sickness of a sick society. People want what they can't have. Choose people who approve of yourself and love yourself. We deserve to be living instead of just existing. Listen, if you're gonna use any of these quotes, you know what I'm saying, just tag a brother, okay? Just tag me or just hit me with the at smooth double B or some joint, you know what I'm saying? Just a little something, okay? All of this was a sequences and series of events that never actually happened. This physical body, this is not you, this is the who you chose. Everything that you experience is through this character, so it's really not your true self. Your true self is way beyond this joint, so that's why when you transition out of here, you go back to your true self. But yeah, you just experiencing this experience through this physical place, through this physical body. That's really not you. You know what I'm saying? This physical joint, this is not you. You just chose it and you're just outliving this video game experience, holographic simulation through this character. It's that simple. It's literally a video game. It's literally a video game in GTA. Detach, and disconnect because this isn't our home realm or world. This is not your home realm or world. Well, this is not my home realm of world. I can only speak for myself. I don't know about you. I can't speak for other people. You will only know if you only know. You get what I'm saying? You know if you know. But yeah, I fully detach and disconnect from it because if this place is not your home, of course it's not meant for you to succeed in this joint. But I mean, you can still like succeed and whatnot if you like, you know what I'm saying, woo woo bang bang. But like, it's really not your home realm or world because we came from higher planes of existence. But I can't really speak for you. You only know who you are. Let's keep it going. Never forget that this is the character that we chose. Storylines. This isn't ours. The storylines, the side missions, the action-packed scenes and whatnot. Listen, we practically chose these storylines and we choosing everything that comes with it. But this is not us. This is not all. This is not us at the end of the day. It's all temporary, so we can fully detach, and disconnect from it. We're not truly experiencing any of this at all. Simple. Um, so I was thinking, so no one would be interacting with people if they were in these true, in their true forms, creating and destroying universes or doing whatever. That makes me think, besides the fact that we're in this physical world, what's the point of having human interaction? I'm thinking, and I'm like, if we're not human, then why do people make it a big deal to connect, network, and interact with other humans. They're just human. If you could find, oh yeah, I was talking to someone else, but if there's a reason, I don't want to say that. I'm going to pass it. It's funny when people say, "What has the world come to?" Like this joint hasn't been in the mud to begin with. Also, religious joint, barely any useful info. Is 3D strictly for the physical? Tailored astrology, zodiacs, kind of useful only in this physical world. Is the 4D, the bridge between physical and spiritual, but still a part of both. That's why we say we have to move beyond all these things because it keeps us back from moving beyond this physical world. That's simple facts. Why be attached to something that wasn't created for our own well-being to begin with? Question mark. If you have to like just start asking questions, like you know what I'm saying, question everything because it's it's just crazy out here in this joint. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know what's going on, just ask questions. Act like you don't know anything. Just keep asking questions. If you like someone, tell them. If you don't, slap box them. It's that simple. You get what I'm saying? I be seeing people. I'm be honest. I be seeing people just like talking about. They be gossiping so much. Like they just be talking about other people behind their backs and what. Don't even say it to their face. They just be talking blah blah blah. As humans, they just be talking like, good God, like let me see something else. Let me see a UFO in real life. Let me like get abducted by aliens or something. Like give me some, let me see a different planet. Like let me see a planet. Like good God, I be seeing humans all the time. Like good goodness. Like is there anything else besides seeing humans, seeing animals, seeing buildings and nature and stuff? Like nothing wrong with nature and whatnot. But like, listen, if you go to this island, you're gonna see the same water. It's the same water. Of course, it's just different islands. But guess what? You're just gonna see the same stuff: sand, water, um the sun, the clouds, humans. Is the same joint, but just in a different location. It's literally the same stuff. I'm like, I'll be getting tired of seeing humans and all this physical stuff. Like that's why me personally, I'm trying to move beyond this physical place because I'm like, good God, let me see some other joint. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. But like a lot of people, I be hearing like people be gossiping about other people so much. Like I'm like, if you got a problem with someone, either hash it out or just like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, a lot of people don't talk about, oh, I don't promote violence and whatnot. Listen, you just gotta slap box these people. You know what I'm saying? Just get in the ring and either just slap box. Slap boxing is easier. You know what I'm saying? Woo woo bang bang. Like you don't even have to box in real life. You just slap box them. Slap box for 3 rounds for 30 seconds. That's all you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Then have a deep conversation afterwards. Get that frustration out of you, get that anger out of you with slap boxing, and then have a civil conversation afterwards. Like, I don't know why people just be acting like, okay, whatever. Not my problem, not my business, not my issue. All right, move on. For so long, this has been a blind elderly person typing on a typewriter who needs to complete a detailed 500-page document about why this has been slower than a turtle and a snail combined. Let that, I'm gonna say that one more time. For so long, this has been a blind elderly person typing on a typewriter who needs to complete a detailed 500-page document about why this has been slower than a turtle and a snail combined. Let that sink in. But let's keep it going. And there's no loyalty if many ain't even honest with themselves. We should be living instead of surviving. It's funny and pathetic to know how these days, months, and years goes by faster, but these manifestations collapsing of the system and this new paradigm is taking its sweet time. If people started to view death from a higher perspective, they wouldn't overstay the welcome and wouldn't be afraid to die. A lot of people be acting like it's like a honorable moment living long in this place. You know what I'm saying? Like all these older folks, you know what I'm saying, like who don't even do nothing. They all in bodies ain't like the body is all like decaying and whatnot. They thinking this like they deserve a medal for being in this place for so long. It's like, but old age is a thing of our past. I'm gonna be honest. But let's keep it pushing. Let's be honest. Being on a high vibration back then compared to now is way different. In ancient times, they were operating on a higher frequency far beyond what people experience nowadays. Hold on. So, are people truly on a high vibration? Question mark. Maybe it's higher than the normal level, quote unquote, but they're still in this physical world, so it can't be too high because if it was too high, you would leave your physical body because it's too dense slash physical. Death is the true liberator. One, you're 1 minute, you're up, 1 minute. Oh yeah, okay. 1 minute you're up, 1 minute you're down. It's like a seesaw. The law of rhythm, law of um polarity and whatnot. It's like it's weird. This physical place with this universal laws and whatnot, thinking this is the only universe is crazy. You know what I'm saying? There's so many universes, so many dimensions, realms, and all that other stuff. So much far beyond this physical place to experience. And people be acting like this is just the be all end all. Like, nah. What do people think when they gonna like liberate from this place? Like they must just be recyclable bottles because they just gonna come back downhill. You know what I'm saying? But that's just not me. That's just them. Um, I'm just acting like no one. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, detaching, disconnecting, moving beyond this place with spiritual team. Spiritual team made a joke. Alright, I mean, I'm just in a different dimension. Don't mind me. But returning to true self. Okay. My bad. Alright. Detaching, disconnecting, moving beyond this place, returning to true self, and making sure we never have to experience this ever again. That's really like your true mission at this joint. Simple. Um, Sometimes it's better just to let people believe what they want about you. Penetrating a woman since they got a portal, you'll either experience heaven or hell. That's why it's important to know who you're penetrating. Women have a tough shell because of society, but once you're able to get her comfortable enough to express her inner beauty, now that's when her feminine side comes out. Conquer your monkey mind using your masculine side. Women got it in reverse to masculine in their heart space, but feminine in their minds. Um, some subconscious mind is the deeper mind. Dating is like sex, and sex is like marriage, and um, marriage is like some inner soul connection type joint. Type ish. Holographic video game illusionary simulation universe and honor to continue in misery. People have that religious mindset even in the so-called spiritual community. People are trying to act clueless, but that's making them more vulnerable to be more attached to this joint. Travel to see which country and or state works best for you. Coming into this place is easy, but getting out of this trapping cycle It's challenging to say the least. Watch who you penetrate, watch who you would want to have a kid with, etc., etc. Being in this physical world, you can't be high vibrational all the time. You have to work on your base frequency. Uh, then you have people who say just be high vibrational, law of attraction, etc., etc., but they don't realize people can't stay on that high vibe all the time. As high as you can go, the same can happen when you fall all the way down. Progression over perfection. We're not perfect in a perfect world coming from an imperfect source. The fact that we need laws in this joint just proves that all of this isn't perfect. Man, I don't even don't want to see tomorrow. Just like the song "Take Me Away to a Better Place." If this world is so amazing and great, why would people commit the capital S? Hold on. Great questions to ask. It's only be at the beginning stages once it finally happens. And you know how slow this joint downhill is. So once it finally reaches its peak, we'll be around like in our 40s and 50s straight up out here in this joint, depending on your age and whatnot. But either take yourself out to experience far better right now, but miss the chance to witness and bring in the new earth, or stretch out your patience to see the new earth, how the new earth will be. But you have to stay down in this joint, and you'll be significantly older, and who knows what's gonna happen in this joint. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna get, who knows, you know what I'm saying? Choose your reality. But which one would you choose? Comment down below. It ain't gonna last anyways for the future generations, like younger kids right now and kids that will be born in the next generations. For sure it'll be worth it, but for millennials and other older generations, by the time things finally start to become great, some people might be in wheelchairs, have a cane, or trying to hold us up, or just like trying to, or just die already. Shaking my head, old brother and an old boy moment are combined. This joint needs to happen now in order for us to experience the very best of the best after the beginning stages. Coming together and working together are two different things, just like healing and listening. I wasn't made for casual love. Your heartbeat will be my favorite song. Your eyes will be my favorite color. Your words is my favorite poem. And even your imperfections will be my favorite work of art. Wait, hold on. I gotta do something real fast. That was crazy, dog. I'll be honest, that joint was crazy, dog. I'm positive real quick. It's a spiritual cleanse. You take an egg and pray over it to remove all negative energy and stagnant energy, and then rub it all over your body, starting from your hold on, starting from your head everywhere until you reach your feet, and you pray or chant while you do so for all the bad things, malady, ojo, negativity, stagnation, pain to leave, and then you fill a clear glass halfway with water, and then break the edge there. Wait a bit for it to settle, and then read it. Read it, read it, read it. I'm going right back to where I was at. The meeting of two personalities is like two chemicals interacting. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. You're sitting here with the devil, but you're worried about a demon. Detox, detach, and disconnect. Science beyond metal. This is all temporary, and we're not actually experiencing any of this joint. Well, everything and nothing. Let that sink in. Well, everything and nothing. Wait, hold on. If someone has self love for themselves, their cup is filled. Once they meet someone whose cup isn't filled all the way or empty on its own, that's when you start pouring into theirs, but that's neglecting your cup, and now you will become drained because there's um no more water in your cup, like it's a drought. That could be because they don't have genuine love towards you, not showing enough effort, etc., etc. But once someone finds someone else whose cup is filled on their own by self love, then both of yours will begin to overflow because of the mutual interest, respect, and love equally yoked. Speaking highly over whatever you consume with intention can so when you consume it, it could heal and release toxins. For example, saying this food will heal me and make me grow spiritually, or talking highly to your water before you drink it. Blood can only speaking about the good for the physical, for the system. This is all that they know. Life isn't external or a moment. We are life. But calling life as this physical experience, hell nah. They only love your ego, animal self, not your true essence. Forget that temporary being that a video game character. Appreciate the true being that is the person that's not experiencing any of this. Alright, so treat everyone like a dumb mofo until proven otherwise. Facts. Can't really trust all these other random folks. They're just humans, let's be honest. About jobs not giving us the opportunity or the chance to grow within that place. School laboratory, testing ground, this world and realm. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. It's physical experiences deserves a dot 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 shaking my head. Old brother and an old boy moment combined. We're helping other bloodlines and ancestors of other people, and we still not getting like the recognition and stuff like that. We deserve our flowers. We deserve the recognition. We deserve all the great things that this world has to offer. Let's be honest. This rating, this rating is plus electromagnetic field plus this physical experience plus being around low level beings plus effed up environment plus hamster wheel equals a total nightmare. Use the energies to your advantage. But if you're trying different ish out and not seeing major changes or even the slightest change, then what's the point of full moon, new moon, date portals, etc.? Like how all these people talk about, like they talk about portals and retrogrades and all this other joint. It's like, what's the point of all that joint? Let's be honest. It's the 4D, the bridge. We moving beyond. You gotta move beyond that joint. Let's be honest. Have the book of Revelation actually happen, like it'd be over. But just think about it. With the burial, the spirit is still alive. That's why they always say ghosts rising up from the dead, because they haven't fully killed off the spirit, just the body. But with cremation, it's different. Your soul can move on while the spirit and the body is destroyed. So do a cremation over a burial, or just have the physical body get fully destroyed. Do one of those things. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to help out. People say make friends, but the majority is mentally dead. People say go out and talk to women, or men. But the majority is effed in the mind. People say start a business and making money online is easy, but the system was made to make people like us fail. It's not worth our it's not for our well-being either. People say get laid in real life, but people got the you know what, you know what I'm talking about. And the energy vampires. People say get out and do things, but almost everything costs money. I can keep going, but you catch the drift. With this effed up system with no real positive changes happening while having to pay for everything, a person might be better off taking themselves out. Death would be non existent if this place was the place to be, quote unquote. Can't stand none of this joint in this physical world. When you try to make things happen, nothing progresses. When you try to make and create new opportunities for you to leave this environment, you keep getting denied or rejected. Blocking offers no support and doing ish to make you stay with them. Acquaintances make no conversation, and when they do, they don't talk about nothing. Exes and people doing real ish behind closed doors. You try to make your own ish in this place, and it never goes anywhere. Even if it's a per se job you apply for in a different state just so you can leave this environment and they don't pick you. When you try to start your own business and have been working on that joint for years, trying to get an opportunity, it seems like it's on a standstill and doesn't go anywhere. Then you try to do better for yourself, then you'll attract more higher vibrational ish, but still nothing. I can literally um go on, but you kind of catch the drift with that. The only languages of the universe, numbers, music, and vibrations, maybe symbol signs and telepathic communication. In the spiritual, we experience and had loaves of bread, but in the physical, we only receive breadcrumbs, and we think it's the same as the loaves because it kind of tastes the same. This physical world is a prison. The gods are your blocking and people around you acting like you're free and want the best for you, but you're really in prison. Your get out of jail card or deal bailout person is the death, aka Grim Reaper, but we need a new Grim Reaper. Because you know what I'm saying, not a lot of people are getting taken out. It's simple as that. Um, it seems like younger women want older men so they can take care of them. Younger men want anyone because their testosterone is through the roof at puberty. Older men want younger women because they look better. And older women just want someone who can step up and be a man because they've been operating in their divine masculine energy for so long. She just wants to step back into that divine feminine energy. Even in these movies they show it. Older women getting with the buff younger man because he appreciates her, shows her attention, has sex drive, does stuff for her, etc., etc. Build new skills, craft new our talents, practice our gifts, keep learning, applying our knowledge, expand consciousness, and share our wisdom. And I hope you appreciate that. That was definitely all of the spiritual notes. I have another spiritual notes, but that joint is not coming out until like January. So I hope you enjoy this one. If you did, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. I don't really care if you do it or not, but I appreciate you listening. And oh wow. Yeah, see you later. Okay, bye.